Hi everyone, it's Sam from Sitemate. In this video, we're going to talk about template versioning inside of Dashpivot. This is where you can see who made some changes to a template, when those changes were made, and specifically what changed in the template. So we're going to take a look at how the versioning works, and what's good about it is it all helps to automate the audit trail underlying each of your templates. So here we have the Dashpivot website open, and we're in the template section. So we have all of our templates here, and you'll notice that on each of them we actually indicate what version it is. So this template here is version 2, this one is version 2 as well, this one's version 4, version 55, version 1, and so on. You can view these versions in the grid view, but it also shows up in the register view as well. You can see the versioning listed down on the right hand side here. Obviously the templates that are a much higher version have been modified many more times because they all start at version number 1, and then every time you make a change it goes up to version 2, version 3, 4, 5, 6, and so on. So the higher the number, the more times it's been modified. Let's open up and actually edit one of these templates. Let's pick this site diary as an example. Let's select it and click the Edit Template button. So before we make some changes, I'll just say that the template will actually up-rev every time we make a change to some of the fields, some of the field names. If we adjust any of the template settings, so like the template name, the ID, or the form name, or any of these settings here. And if it's a workflow, if we change any of the workflow columns, either the column names or adding or removing columns, changing the order of them, as soon as we make those changes and click Save, it will actually up-rev the version of the template. So actually in the settings section, you can see the version displayed down the bottom as well. And I'll just show you that if we click this Show Activity button in the top right, it actually shows us a log of all the changes that have been made to this template so far. So we can see that Sam has been making some changes, that's me. And then we have Hartley has been making some changes. And we can see that these changes came into effect a couple of months ago, and then a few days ago, and actually earlier today. If we click on any of these line items here, so where it says edited version 54, if we click on that, it will actually show us what the template looked like before and what changed. So what was changed and what it looked like afterwards. In this example, we can see that none of this information here changed, although the version did go up, which was expected. That's kind of the way that it works. But if we look at the fields here, we can see that we started with a shift time field here, then we had a field for the weather, and on this side, you can see that after some changes were made, we still had the shift time, but then we added in location before getting to weather. So there was a new field for the location that was inserted here. And as we scroll down, we'll see that pretty much everything else remained the same. So that was the main change between these two versions. So it's really good in that we can see specifically what was changed. So as an example, let's make a change. Let's add in a new field, and let's call it building. Let's just leave it as text, and let's just save the template. And you'll see now that the site diary version is now version 56. So it went from 55 to 56 because we saved some changes. It tells us that it was last updated today, 10th of December. And we can select it and click to edit. And if we go into show activity, I just want to show you that where it says that we made a change a few seconds ago when we edited version 55, if we open it up, we can now see that the new field was added. So you can see we had location, and then we added in this building field here. So yeah, it's really good, and yeah, makes it really easy to see that that log of changes that have been made. The template version is displayed on the form and on the PDF export. So as an example here, we have a form that was exported out of Dashpivot as a PDF, and in the header of the form, we can actually see that we have the template version displayed here. And to finish up, it's worth noting that any of the changes that are made to a template only affect any new forms which are filled out inside of Dashpivot. So any pre-existing forms will not be changed as per just standard doc control practice. All of the pre-existing forms, all the fields that are on them, the name of the template ID, all of that information is almost like stamped into the system. It's not able to be changed or manipulated after the fact. If you do make a change though to the template and you clone one of those older forms that existed before the template was modified, if you clone it, it would actually clone it into the new template version. So if we went ahead and filled out a bunch of forms using this template version, which is version 56 now, and then let's say that we came in here and we removed the location field and we removed the building field and then saved it, the form that we filled out, that would have both of those fields there. But if we cloned that old form, it would clone all of the information across, but those two fields for location and building would not be displayed anymore. So that's the way that it works. If you have any questions, you can reach our team via live chat either on the Dashpivot website or in the app. And as always, thanks for watching.